Hello and welcome. My name is Gina Holmes and I am your Sipologist. So tonight we're going to talk about steeping tea hot. So especially if you're a beginner, you need to know where to start. Okay, so let's look at, in front of me I have hot yoga, and hot yoga is one of our herbal teas. Now, know that when you get your package of tea from Sipology, on the front, this one does say hot yoga, but they don't always say the flavor on the front of the package, okay? It may say just the type of tea. So this one is an herbal. On the back though, if you flip it on the back, here it will tell you your flavor. Again, this one's hot yoga. It will always tell you on the package how much tea to use. So an herbal tea is 1.5 teaspoons for a cup. A cup is 8 ounces. So if you're using a large mug that maybe holds like 16 ounces, you're gonna wanna double up. Okay, the next thing it's gonna tell you right here is how long to steep your tea. And this can be very important. Teas such as black, white, and green teas all grow on the same plant called Camellia sinensis. These wonderful teas, when they are steeped hot, they contain tannins, and when they're hot, they get released. So if you oversteep your tea, you may find that you get some bitterness. Now, herbal teas, fruit teas, bubbly teas, rooibos teas, those we're giving you a guideline for the time. They have no tannins, and if you oversteep them, you'll be okay. You won't get that bitterness from it. Okay, the last thing that I was going to tell you here is how many times you can steep your tea. Now, some teas you can steep multiple times and still get full flavor. Examples of this would be like green teas can be done 3 times. A rooibos tea can be twice. A white tea can be done 3 times. Here we have an herbal tea, and this is a 1-time steep. All right, a package will yield you, depending on your size and how many times you can steep it, you're looking at 30 plus cups. So a package like this for a 1-time steep is going to get you closer to 30 cups. But when you turn around and do it on a green tea, which can be steeped 3 times, you get 3 times the worth out of there if you are steeping multiple times. Okay, so let's make a hot tea. What are you going to need? First of all, you're going to need a tea, and we're going to do the hot yoga tonight. Okay, the next you're going to need a cup. I'm using our sparkly cup. I love this little cup. You can see there's sparkles on the bottom. You need a little static to get these sparkles to come up on your cup after washing them. So doing something like rubbing it on your shirt or a towel will make your sparkles come up. All right, you're gonna need something to measure your teas with. All right, I pulled out all of our spoons here so that you can see the difference. Okay, we are going to be using our perfect cup spoon to make our cup of tea here tonight. They do come in 2 colors. We have silver, and then we have this pretty cosmic color. Okay, they do say right on them that it is a cup of tea, so you won't get these mixed up. Okay, now if you wanted to make a pot of tea, we have a much larger spoon, and this comes in silver, and again, it says a pot. And this is about a tablespoon's worth. Then we have our matcha spoon. Our matcha spoons are long on purpose because the bags to get in there and get the matcha's powder so your hands don't turn green. But we'll talk about matcha later. The last spoon that we offer is a 1/2 teaspoon also, and we use this for our vitamin boost, which includes the things like probiotic, vitamin C, vitamin B, multi, and again, we'll discuss those later. All right, third thing you're gonna need is something to steep your teas in. So an infuser or a steeping sack, okay? We offer all kinds of different options for you, and I'm gonna start you off with just a few basics, okay? This is a steeping sack, kind of like a store-bought tea sack, okay? But you're gonna fill it instead of it coming pre-filled. Now our steeping sacks come in a box of 100 for $11, so you get a lot out of it. And simply, they're just an envelope, all right? There is no glue in here. They're heat pressed, they're biodegradable. And did you know that your garden loves tea? Throw this in your garden and let it just compost, and the soil is just gonna reap the benefits of those nutrients, all right? So you would take your spoon, put your tea in it, and just simply put it in the bag, okay? There's no need, you don't have to twist or bend or anything like that. They're long on purpose. Take your cup, put your water in it, and then just put it inside. And it's just gonna sit there. When you're done, okay, if you're doing a one-time steep, you're just gonna toss it. If you're doing a tea that you can steep again and again, just set it on the side on a plate and leave it till you're ready to use it for your next cup. We also have things like this cute little, I really like this one. This is our perfect cup infuser, and you'll see that I say this a lot. I talk about a fine mesh infuser, and you'll see that the holes are very small on this, very, very small. And that's good. That means that any type of tea that you do, it's not gonna escape out of there, okay? So this is for a cup because you can only put max a couple teaspoons in here. If you wanna do something on a larger scale, we have the universal infuser. A steeping sack will work. We have some pitchers that include infusers. You can make concentrates. There's lots of options, okay? So to use this, simply you're gonna pull off the silicone part. You will put your tea right in here, and then you will just pop this right back on and set it in your hot water and let your tea steep. When it's done, you're gonna pull it out and your tea is ready. Let's make some tea. All right, we are actually gonna make 2 cups of tea. We're gonna make a cup of hot yoga. Okay, hot yoga is one of my favorite herbal teas. It has cinnamon, ginger, hawthorn leaves, cardamom peels, cloves, black pepper, cardamom powder, and safflower. It just has those wonderful spices just like you would find in a chai tea, but there's no caffeine in it because we don't have any tea leaves. It is just the spices. Now, we do not chemically treat any of our teas to take caffeine out. So that means if you're looking for something without caffeine, you want to look at rooibos teas, herbal teas, fruit teas, our Heal Thyself line, and our bubbly teas. None of them contain caffeine. Teas such as black tea, white tea, green tea, oolong, pu'ers, those are all going to contain caffeine, and they're naturally occurring. Okay, we are going to use our perfect cup infuser here. So I've got the little base, and remember, it takes 1.5 teaspoons. So this is 1 teaspoon. I'm using the perfect cup spoon. And then I am gonna grab, I'm just gonna eyeball this, 1/2 teaspoon, and we're gonna put that in there. All right, let's set this to the side and put our top on and pour some hot water. Okay, just about a cup, and I'm just gonna drop this right in here. And I apologize, I forgot my timer. But it is, well, it was right behind me. Okay, well, oh, it is right in front of me. Ha! Don't you hate that when you put something like right there and you forget where it is? Okay. So what I did is I turned it to, I love our timers. They're currently in white. I have an older version. This is magnetic, so usually I keep it back there on my stove. And then the markings on here, let's turn it the right way. You're gonna have markings for the amount of minutes, but the cool thing is it also has the different types of teas on it. So you don't even have to look at your bag. You can just say, hey, I've got a green tea, turn it to green tea, and then your timer goes off and you're ready. Okay, so we have our herbal tea steeping, and you can see it's already starting to change colors. The other tea that we're gonna do is a rooibos tea. Now, rooibos teas are very fine, so having something like that perfect cup infuser or a steeping sack or our lovely breezy is a great option. Now, the rooibos tea that I have in here, I actually made a cup last night, and now I'm gonna make a second cup with it. So all I did, I left my tea leaves right in there because I knew I was gonna use it fairly quickly. Okay, I'm gonna pull some out just so you can kind of see what a rooibos tea looks like. Rooibos teas come from a bush in South Africa, and they're naturally caffeine free. Okay, now this happens to be a preview that I got of a new flavor that will be available starting October 1st. Sorry. It is called Maple Waffles. You guys, this tea is fantastic. It's part of our holiday line. You can smell the maple right off the bat. Okay. Like I said, I did this the other day or yesterday with a friend, and we were enjoying the heck out of it. And we noticed that when we were steeping it, I'm gonna go ahead and fill this with the hot water. When we were steeping it, that you could really smell the maple. And in fact, when we drank it hot, we really noticed the maple. Funny thing is, when we let it cool down, we got more waffle flavor. So sometimes your teas can change flavors just by the temperature of what comes out stronger. Now, we both gave this one a 2 thumbs up. We absolutely loved it. We can't wait to be able to order more October 1st. So when you host your party in October, you will have access to the holiday collection, which will include our advent calendar. We'll talk about that one too later. All right, so a rooibos tea is about 5 to 6 minutes. Now the breezy, like I said, is a fine mesh filter too. And it is built right on the bottom of this. This is all BPA plastic free. Just open it up, put your tea leaves in, pour your hot water, and this is 2 cups. Close the lid, and we'll end up putting this on top of a cup, and it'll drain right out of the bottom. It comes with a nice little tray, so you can set your tea right on it, and nothing's gonna spill on your counter. All right, so let's pull this one to the side. And bring out this lovely cup of ice. Let's give a quick check on our, oh look, perfect timing. We're almost at 0. All right, so our tea here is almost done. Okay, hot yoga. There it is, which means we just have a minute or so left on that one. Okay, so this one is done hot. So we can just pull this right out, and we're gonna put it comes with its own little tray too. And just gonna make sure I get all that goodness out, right? Now, hot yoga, like I said, is a tea that reminds me a lot of a chai without the tea part. So it's got all those great spices in there. I love it, and it's really good ice too. You can keep this as is. Maybe you like a little sweetener, add your sugar, your honey, your stevia, whatever your sweetener of choice is. You could even top it off with a little milk, and you would have a nighttime latte. All right, let's give it a sip. Oh my gosh. Right as I put it up to my nose, I could smell all that spicy goodness. All right, what if you want this iced? Well, you can take your hot tea and just pour it right over ice. Now, if you find it's a little weaker than you wanted it to be because your ice will melt with the hot that you just put in there, just add a little more tea leaves the next time you make it, and you're sure to hit your spice level. Yummy, 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 yummy. Okay, let's show how this breezy works. All right, our tea is done. You can see the beautiful brown color that it is steeped. It's almost like a brownish red, which rooibos tea means red bush. Now to use this, and you could put ice in here too if you wanted to make it cold. But you just simply put it on top and it drains right out the bottom. It makes a perfect 2 cups of tea. There you go. That is all it is to making a hot tea. And we even learned how to cool it off. Any questions, please let me know, and I will see you next time.